Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of Prado 150 out of here. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different to the usual. We're just going to introduce you to Mrs. Prado 150 out of here, Shelley. And she's just going to go through some stuff that's been happening with her and her medical condition. So the reason that we thought we'd share this with you is just gives you an opportunity to get to know a bit more about who we are. And also, I'm sure there's many of you guys out there that know of, or if not yourself, of someone that's got some medical condition. And we just say, well, whatever it is, obviously within reason, make it your aim to get out there, make the most of life. We don't know how long we've got until it's over, type of thing. And we're trying to do that, get out there with the kids. And so you'll see we've had a bit of a change in relation to the treatment, so that enables Shelley to, in the future, to be able to get out there and have a good time with us. So she's already had a night in the camper trailer, and I've been told that I need to fix up the mattress to make it a bit more comfortable for her. So Shelley?
Yes?
Mrs. Prado 150 out of here.
Yeah, this one's better.
Now you slept in the...
it has more flavour.
You slept in the rooftop for the first time.
I did.
How was that?
It was a little bit hard, the bed, but it was apart from that, it was quite pleasant.
So she's as keen as we are, which is great. She even wants to drive the Prado and do some tracks. So I went, yeah, beauty, no worries at all. So, Shelley, we're at Shelley Beach. But they spelled
it wrong.
Yeah, they forgot to put an E in it.
That's right, they did.
Yeah. So without wasting any more time here, we'll get straight into it, eh? Shelley?
I'm here for 4 hours for dialysis.
On what day? Special day today?
Special day. Oh, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day, Bella.
Romance doesn't exist.
So where are you?
Especially
Where am I? St Andrew's Hospital. There you go.
Well guys, how you going? Welcome back to Prado 150 out of here. Well, in today's video or episode, it's just a little bit different. So I've got Shelley next to me here, Mrs. Prado 150 out of here. You probably haven't seen too much of her. We just thought we'd share with you guys a bit of our journey together, of late in particular. And just go through what it's like, I suppose, for you. And in relation to some medical problems.
No, that was all right.
Oh, Shelley said that was all right, so we'll keep on going. So guys, I suppose I'm being the interviewer. I didn't want it to quite be like that, but no, cut that bit out. So we're just going to just share with you guys a few things. So Shelley, over to you, hey? So if we go back 5 years, maybe, what do you reckon?
Yeah, 5 years, that'd be about right.
So Shelley's also mum of the other 3 kids that are in the videos that you'd see.
The other 3? Is there another 3 somewhere?
Yeah.
Hopefully only one set of 3.
Start that again.
No, that was just making a joke.
So we'll go back to the 5 years. So we'll just what do you reckon? We'll just go back 5 years when all this started.
Sure, 5 years sounds good.
So what happened?
So at that point we were living in Mackay, and I was working pretty much full time. Obviously 3 younger children. They were younger then, 5 years ago.
I was working full time.
You were working full time, and had to have a just my regular checkup that I'd missed sort of the year before, just with moving and being busy working, which, you know, you look back and think, don't miss your appointments. That's a note to everybody. Keep up with regular appointments. Anyway, so yeah, had my checkup, and they rang me pretty much straight away and were like, are you okay? Are you okay?
So what are we checking on those, Shelley?
So we're checking kidney function. So they were like, are you okay? And I was like, yes. Until they said, your kidney function's at 6%. So anything above 60 is okay, is good. Anything below 60 is starting to obviously show you decline. And if you get to 15 and below, that means that you are in end stage. Like
you're in some trouble.
You're in pretty much serious trouble. Most people don't find out that they're in any trouble until they are at between sort of 15 and 10%. So I was down to 6%. Looking back now, it was, you had some good signs of something that wasn't wrong. I had lots of headaches. I was extremely tired. I had quite bad brain fog and just a really not wanting to care about anything really.
But you thought that was normal because you had 3 young children.
That's right. I thought that was normal from working pretty much full time, 3 kids and a shift working husband. So I just thought that was life. But it wasn't just life. So that was the start of the end really for that. It was it was to see a specialist in Brisbane, and they were pretty serious on, you need to start dialysis ASAP, like now. She couldn't believe I was really still walking around as well as I was at that point. So we came home from Brisbane. I took 6 months off my current job there and started the process of getting things ready to start dialysis.
So as you know, the kidney filters your blood. So if it's not doing that job, then you've got to find another way to replace that. Otherwise, your body fills up with poisons.
Toxins. Yeah, pretty much.
And you can die from it, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, you lead the way, but there's 2 types of dialysis that was available to you, wasn't there?
Yeah.
One was a bit less restrictive in that you could do it from home.
Yeah. So one was there's 2 types. One's called peritoneal dialysis, and the other one's hemodialysis. So peritoneal is where you have a Tenkov catheter inserted to your abdomen, and it is used to fill your abdomen with fluid, and you let that dwell, and then you drain out the fluid, and then you refill. And that process is done a few times a day through manual bags, or you can use a machine for your sleep time. So 10 hours and the machine does the filling and the draining yourself rather than you doing it manually.
So in layman's terms, you get a tube stuck in your stomach and this stuff goes in, sits in there for a while and then comes out.
That's right.
What comes out is the filtered process, isn't it?
That's right. So it's a glucose fluid, and so it sucks all the toxins out of your system, and then you drain that out, and then you put fresh fluid in, and it does that whole process again. So there's some pros and cons with that. Obviously, adding glucose to your body on a 24-hour basis, obviously you can gain a bit of weight, makes you fat. does. We're talking
we're just
about
saying
that.
As it is, yeah.
And it probably put on a good 15 kilos over the 5 years from being on that, just with the glucose and the less ability to go exercising because of the tummy surgeries and
People used to think you were
carrying the fluid. You used to get asked, if you were pregnant because
when's a baby due?
Carrying an extra 1.8 litres of fluid in your tummy obviously isn't the most attractive or comfortable thing to do. So I did that for the nearly 5 years, 4.5 or so years. And at the same time as getting that set up, we also had to get what they call a fistula put in, which is where they join a vein and an artery in your arm so that it can create a bigger vessel, because when you do hemodialysis, it's your blood's taken out at a very high pressure, so it's taken out at around 300 rate pressure. So a fistula is, people can have it either in their lower arms or their upper arms. If they've got no right vessels in your arms, then you can have it in your leg, which some people do, but not a lot of people. So mine's was made in my lower arm, and so you can sort of see that there's probably, I don't know if you can see, but it tracks along here and then it goes up here. But this is the part that's used. So they're very big needles when you do hemodialysis. I'm just getting rained on. Hang on a moment.
Pump speed, we've got your arterial pressure and venous pressure. We want that above -200 and that below 200, so they're really great.
Okay.
This is your hourly UF rate and the total UF goal, and then what we've taken off so far.
Sure.
And this is the big one, the time remaining on the clock. You've had a little bolus of heparin, a 1 ml bolus, and you're running at 700 mils per hour.
So I don't know if you can see, so it comes along, mine was created here, comes along and travels up here for me. So it has grown, like a caterpillar, you call it. And I don't know, you can tell if you can see the line of scarring. So the needles are very big, so they leave quite a good scar line. Got a good bruise at the moment. If the needle touches the wall of your vessel, it can create a bruise. So slowly going down, it doesn't hurt, but yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? So yeah,
good looks, eh, when you're out in the public.
Yeah, you get a few good looks. Yeah, so I've done. So I did the peritoneal dialysis for nearly 4.5 years, and that got to a point though that I was doing it. I had a manual bag through the day and then 10 hours on the machine at night, and I was pretty much at the limit of what it could do in removing the toxins. So at that point we had to make the decision to go over to hemodialysis. So I've been on that now since December, and I do 3 times a week of 4-hour sessions. So it basically takes out, I'm there at 7:30 in the morning and I get home at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So generally feel a bit wiped out that afternoon, but the next day is pretty good, and that gives me the weekends off, and feeling a lot better than I was. So Mr. Prado 150 over here, he likes to go camping and 4-wheel driving, and being on dialysis has a bit of a challenge when you want to do those sorts of things. Well, I have been able to go a bit of camping with the camper trailer, but it was a little bit tricky taking the machine and just finding room for it. The machine's about this big, it was, the peritoneal dialysis machine, and it needed to run on power. So Michael had a good go though of working out inverters so that I could come and use that. But it's just a little bit, I don't know, sometimes you feel like you're a bit of a nuisance taking all your stuff and your boxes of fluid and trying to fit them in everywhere. And I know that Michael doesn't see that at all, that's just me. But it does take some organising to go camping and to things like that. So now that I'm on hemodialysis though, it leaves my weekends completely free now. So I look forward to heading out in the camper trailer and doing some 4-wheel driving with Michael and the kids, and Joshua's ute as well, taking his 4-wheel drive out with us and having a bit of fun all together as a family now. So Michael took the kids away to Cape York, and I was on the peritoneal dialysis then, so that was a bit tricky taking. I would have had to have taken about nearly a trailer's worth of boxes of fluids, and it just wasn't possible to do that.
So when you talked about the camping, we had the MDC camper trailer, it was a forward fold, and we had to go with a inverter, but it did suck a bit of power out.
It did, yeah.
But we gave it a good shot, didn't we?
We did.
Because we wanted, you to not miss out.
We took that was when we went to Bribey. We took that.
Yeah, so there you have it, isn't it? So now, so you've got to do that now 3 days a week.
Yeah, 3 days a week until at such point I might get a transplant. I've been on the list for the whole time.
If anyone's got a spare kidney out there, let us know. Leave
Yeah.
a message in the comments that you've got a spare kidney that you want to donate. It has to be a 97% match, doesn't it? That's the other problem.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me, oh, aren't you on the list or things like that, but I've been on the list for the whole time. From when you start dialysis, you got to go through a whole lot of process and testing, but it backdates to when you start. So I've been on it since March 2017, but I have O positive blood and I have around 97% antibodies. So that gives you about a 3% chance of a match for someone. So I'm on the list, still waiting, hopefully one day soon, but it's, what was I going to say?
Something that you'd like to happen, but have a miracle that it happens. But in reality, it's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm on what they call the deceased donor, so that's waiting and for someone to pass away who has a matching kidney. I'm also in what they call the paired donor exchange, where that's Australia-wide, where someone might want to donate a kidney but aren't the correct match, but they might match someone else, and someone in maybe Victoria or South Australia might have a match. However, I've been in that for 2.5 years now, and that hasn't produced a match either. So I'm in the hard pile at the moment.
You know what they're going to be thinking now? They're going to be, where they're going to be. You're going to be looking at me, aren't you? You're going to go, well, where's the kitty? They're at the back here, aren't they? Yeah. Is that right? You're going to be saying, well, what about your husband that's standing there? Why doesn't he donate you one? So we've had a chat about it, and I was going to half surprise Shelley by saying, oh, I've gone and done all these tests and blah blah blah. But the problem that we had was that obviously the situation, if you could work life out, probably the better scenario of it would be when the kids were a bit old, a lot older and kind of doing their thing. But it didn't happen that way. So the logistics of, because if you have a transplant, that's 3 months that you're out completely.
Yeah. So when
and if I donate a kidney, that's one that I'm completely out as well. And during that time, Shelley needs a carer, and we've got 3 kids to look after. So we just went logistically. It just wouldn't. I've kind of. I mean, anything can work, but it just wouldn't have really worked.
No, we decided that it was just not the right time for us to go down that path at the moment, and I'm still quite okay. Like I'm not in a desperate position of going. I'm not coping in anything at all. So while we are okay as we are at the moment, we haven't gone down the route of Michael doing that, because, like you said, when you have a transplant, you need to stay in Brisbane for around 8 weeks, and for the first month or more, you need a carer who's there who can help you get to the hospital for daily appointments, just helping you with when you come out of hospital in doing food and things like that. And so obviously our kids are, our eldest has got a license now, but the next 2 are obviously still at school, so is Josh. He's still in grade 12.
Yep.
So either way, even if I do get a transplant, it's still obviously going to be a big changing time for the whole family. And it's not, I think a lot of people think that a transplant solves all your problems, but it doesn't actually.
I thought it was.
It comes with its own set of problems of immunosuppression.
I thought I could retire and do YouTube full time, send you to work when you get the kidney.
Yeah.
Friday 150 out of here.
In his dreams. Yeah, Prado 150 out of here, except for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it comes with its own dramas with, medications and, yeah, just all things like that. So it's just one day at a time, honestly. It's one day at a time, and that's all you can do. You can't look forward to things that might go wrong. You just get up and take the day as it is, do what you do for that day, and try and make the most of each and every day that you have. And yeah,
Because and you've had in that 5 years, you've had many visits to the hospital with a couple of serious, what do you call it?
Yeah,
what's the word
that's
when something's not?
yeah, that's right. I had no surgeries up until I've never had a surgery until the last 5 years, and since then I've had about 7 tummy surgeries, starting from getting the Tenkoff catheter inserted. I've had 2 hernias. I've had 2 bowel issues, and the last one was both of them had bowel stuck in hernias from the catheter, and the last one caused to have a resection of the bowel. So I've had a lot of dramas from doing peritoneal dialysis.
So that's the one at home, the one with the fluid.
Yeah, so that's the fluid one with
that's
the
in
machine.
Terms.
That's
for people
the one.
Like me.
Yeah, that's the one I did for about 4.5 years. And so, like I said earlier, there's lots of pros and cons. And pros was that you could do it at home, and you could go out through the day and that. And
could you explain how that machine did it overnight?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you slept in it.
Yeah. So.
And then that had its problems too, didn't it? Because you weren't sleeping.
Yeah, everything has its pros and cons.
But we are positive. We're just giving it to you as it is. And I suppose the reason that we thought we'd share this with you, because many people watch our channel or our videos, and we love doing it. We love getting out there having fun. But there might be some of you guys too that might have some kind of a medical ailment that prevents you from getting out or not getting out so much. And
there's not much knowledge around kidney disease.
Yeah.
No one really knows much about it, and that they think that once you're on dialysis, well then you're better, sort of thing. But you're not better. You might have gone from 10% or 20%, normality, and you might have got up to 50% in your ability to do things. But I'm certainly nowhere near 100% to what I was 10 years ago, just nowhere near it. But I try every day to do what I can, and at the best of what I can do. So, and I think but there's just not a lot of awareness out there. So this is to try and get a bit of knowledge out there as well for people, and ask questions, ask as many questions as you like as well.
Guys, we're just actually up at Mount Cooper doing this, so we're just going to have our belated Valentine's lunch, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Over at the lookout, isn't it? What's it called?
The Mount Cooper lookout, the summit.
Yeah. So we're going to go and have a bit of a look and see what they got to eat,
Sounds good.
What do you reckon?
Yep.
We'll show you guys around anyway. This is just up at, where would we say this is from Brisbane?
Oh, well, when we get to the top, we'll show you the city, and then we'll show you. Yeah, it's easy to show you.
But it's just out of Brisbane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too far from Brisbane.
Yeah, we've just driven down from Toowoomba, obviously. So,
Yeah.
All right, let's go get something to eat. What are you getting, Charlotte? What are you getting? What are you going to get?
Oh, what am I getting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I get?
No.
You're as bad as the kids, eh? You're fine.
Yeah, terrible, eh?
So where are we?
Mount Kutar, according to Google.
Yeah.
Mount Kutar, according to us.
Brisbane in the background. Shocking day as far as...
Yeah, it's a bit breezy, a bit very overcast.
No, it's not really a shocking day, but it's not good for taking photos anyway.
No.
So here we are. Just had a bit of lunch up here. Beautiful.
See Brisbane City and then the river just over there. Hopefully you can see the river, unless it's behind Michael's head.
How's that? Is that better? Well guys, that brings our episode to an end. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you got something out of it. The main emphasis is that whatever you got, whatever health issues you got, you just got to get out there no matter what. Make a way, do things, work it out, and get out there and enjoy life, because we don't know, when we don't.
We don't know if we don't know.
No, we don't know. Guys, I'll use the other bit of
Do you want me to say it?
Of the bit, yeah.
Welcome back to Prado 150 out of here.
No, that's wrong too.
Why?
We're not welcoming back. We're saying goodbye.
Okay.
It's all right, I'll do it.
So Prado 150 and Mrs. Prado 150 are saying goodbye. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe our videos, because it's just fantastic. Give us a like and a subscribe.
You got to smile when your wife just does that, eh? Yeah.
I'll do the give us a
anyway,
like.
Well guys, that brings our episode to an end. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate your time today. Hope you got something out of it. Hopefully we've inspired you in some way. The main part is that whatever is going on for you guys, or if you've got a health issue or whatever, you just got to make a way, get out there, make the most of it, and do whatever you've got to do to get out there and enjoy life, because we don't know how long we got on this planet, and we don't know how long we got while we're healthy. So I just say get out there and do it, eh?
Absolutely. Just get out of here.
That's it.
Like
if you got
Prado
kids,
150,
if you got kids,
out of here.
make sure they're out there as well, enjoying life off their phones, off their iPads, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, take the kids, drag them out.
Yep. Excellent. All right. Well,
and,
until next time.
Give us a like and subscribe to the channel.
Yep. Sounds good, Shelley. Thanks for that. Yeah. Catch us all later, eh? See ya. Medical problems. Take two.
No, that was all right.
Oh, Shelley said that was all right, so we'll keep on going.
Right, or my left?
Just on your left there, because I'm going to stand.
Oh,
Just change this
what do you
around
want to
so I
talk
can
about
see.
then?
I know, yeah. Well, look at that.
Hey?
Oh, look something on, eh?
I don't know, am I all right so far?
Yep, perfect. I'm just changing the...
Sure.
So my head's on it, is it?
No. Yeah, well, I can move over and you can sit
What
beside me.
you ask, right?
Yeah, that's better, you're in it now.
Tip it up tighter slightly.
Go again. So, What was I talking about? Oh, my arm.
Yeah, we're showing a fistula.
Oh, yeah. Can you see it in the picture or not? So I don't know if you...
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah.
So there's Mr. Prado 150 out of there. He's just taking some photos of the nice muddy car. Let's have a look out the door here. Let's have a look. Oh, just a bit of mud stuck on the rock slider there. Dripping off the car door. Oh, I lost my hat nearly. Mr. Prado. Let's get his dirty shirt.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Prado 150 out of here. Give us your story here. You're looking a bit dirty there.
I know, we went through some mud and didn't get on the video properly. Just got it from the inside and then we did it from the outside.
Oh, well, you're going to go back again, or are you a bit scared now? You got a bit of a dirty
but
stomach
then I
there now.
have to get out.
Hey, Chloe, what did you reckon?
What have you got to, to get it?
Yeah, and then I have to
It
get
was
out.
a bit rough.
And
It was a bit rough going. We went bang.
Yo, I think about others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your